Hey everyone, it's me. You know me already. This is my friend Sierra. We just finished watching Human Centipede 2. What do you have to say about it?
I'm gonna throw up.
I feel like my mind just got raped. Like this was honestly the most disturbing movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
How was it compared to the first one?
It's like the Family Guy episode where Brian has the drug dream, but that meets Hostel and then becomes a full-length movie.
And see, I've never seen Hostel, so like I can't compare it to that.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah. You said you saw like half the first one? Yeah. But like I saw like all of it.
I saw the nasty parts. It was necessary.
This just does not compare to the first one. Like
the main character's disgusting.
The main character's like, disturbing. Yeah. Spoiler alerts if anything, but the main character's very disturbing, and
he makes masturbation not fun.
Definitely not. He makes raping not. Like
I don't know where you're going with this.
My brain got penetrated. I'm sorry.
Penetrated like the centipede.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much what happens, it's about, like, if you don't know anything about it, because I went into it not really knowing anything, it's about this one guy who his life sucks, and he lives with his mom, and he's fat and gross, and he's mentally retarded.
And he poops himself when he sleeps.
Yeah. He gets turned on by babies, which is disgusting.
Like crying.
It's so disturbing, but...
And he was molested by his dad.
Yeah. And he has the worst psychologist ever.
Who wants to do him?
The psychologist does want to do him. That is confirmed in the movie. But, like, my mind is in, like, 10 places right now. I can't even give a proper synopsis of what happened. Like, he gets obsessed because it's about a guy who watched the first movie, and then he's obsessed with it. So he wants to create a 12-person centipede, and then an hour of the movie is him collecting the people for the centipede, and the last 30 minutes... It is the longest 30 minutes I've ever sat through.
I screamed like 15 times.
Yes, I was yelling and screaming multiple times. I don't get grossed out that often. It was so bad.
The worst part is he didn't even roofie anybody. He just hit him in the back of the head with crowbars. And would shoot them in random places.
Exactly. Then he tried to wake them up.
And then the pregnant woman...
Yeah, there's a pregnant woman who dies at one point, but then she jumps up and there's like blood and all that.
She's like...
You can't really tell what it is just because the whole movie's in black and white, but like just blood starts coming out of her vagina and she's running away. Then she goes into a car and just gives birth right there.
And the baby falls like next to the gas pedal and she like drives off. That doesn't even pick the baby up.
Well, which one is, because in Europe normally they have like 3 pedals, so
yeah.
Maybe it was next to the clutch or something.
I don't
know.
That's gross.
And then he jacks off with sandpaper. He rapes someone.
Yeah. Oh, and should we tell him how he dies?
Go ahead. Yeah.
The girl that's the actress from the first Centipedes shoves a funnel up his ass that he made her eat out of earlier, and puts a real centipede in the funnel, and it goes into him, and he's like, and it's gross. Yeah. And then the ending was like, it ended like, it was like open ending because he doesn't die, and then all of a sudden it shows him like in the beginning of the film, but there's screaming, so you're like, did that ever happen?
Exactly.
Is it back to the beginning? And they're screaming. Who's screaming? It could be, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's one of those open to interpretation movies. I mean, besides that though, really the movie has no storyline value whatsoever. Like you don't watch this for the story. It's just a straight up snuff film.
Yeah, except for the mom, who's all crazy.
The mom?
Yeah. He killed her. And she's all like...
Oh, yeah.
The mom's like... She's mad at her kid because it's his fault. Like, he got molested by the dad and he got taken away. And she wants to kill him. And she stabs a pillow because she thinks it's him. And she's like... Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I was actually, like, okay with because, you know, her son's mentally challenged. And then he got raped by his dad, as we said. And then all of a sudden, she's blaming him. She's saying, well, I miss my husband. It's your own goddamn fault that he's in jail. And then she tries to kill him.
Yeah, and she's like, I wish both of us were dead. And then this guy with tattoos comes, and she's like, kill us both! Yeah. And he's like, oh.
Yeah. No, like, one of the best parts, though, is, like, the dude kills his mom. His name's Martin, but he kills his mom. And then starts, like, hammering her head, like, 10 times. So, like, where my face is, there's just a huge hole, and gore is just dripping down. like parts of brain are coming out like inside of her head. And then
you can stick your arm through it, like this big hole.
Like, then he positions his mom at the dinner table and he eats a little bit.
Yeah, like he's like having a conversation with her, but like not talking. And he never talks through the whole thing.
Yeah.
He like thinks, and he just thinks about like babies.
Right. Well, he does.
And he. Yeah,
that.
and he injects people in the ass with
laxative.
Yeah, so they'll poop more, and then it shoots out the girls. The end of the centipede.
Oh my god! The three colors in this whole movie were black, white, and brown.
Yeah, like like the only thing colored is the poop, and the South Park scene where Mr. Mackey eats the cupcake laxatives that Cartman makes in the cupcake.
Yeah.
That was exactly what it reminded me of.
Yeah, except it wasn't funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, and then
and then he does the end of the centipede, and in the bottom, so it's like a big
he fucks
mixture
the centipede.
Brown and blood and semen. Gross.
It was.
You do see a little penis, but it's very small. Like I think 1 second when he's chasing after the pregnant woman naked, and he's like. Rah!
Yeah.
And his belly's like.
Yeah.
He's really fat, and his gut just hangs down over his crotch, and he's naked through a lot of it, like just his underwear. I mean, not naked. Yeah. He doesn't like knock them out during the surgery. He just cuts them open with scissors and meat cleavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the first guy, the tattoo guy, he starts hammering out his teeth.
Oh,
and
God.
the motherfucker starts choking on them. Oh God, that was just.
Yeah.
This was disturbing, and it's fresh in our minds right now because we just got finished watching the movie like 5 minutes
I feel
before
like I have a
filming this.
headache.
I feel like my brain got raped.
Yeah, it's just like.
Like, yeah, I really need to. I need to watch something happy after this. I want to watch like some Family Guy or something.
I
like
want to
that.
eat chocolate ice cream like the plan.
Well, we do need to go to Wendy's, so yeah, we need to go there, and then we need to watch something happy. Or else I'm gonna go to sleep depressed. It was a very depressing film.
I have nightmares of his eyes because they're like frog.
Yeah,
eyes.
his eyes were like
They like
just
bulge
like
out and they're like.
they were like weird the whole time. I mean, he's one of those guys. You look at him, and you're like, wow, his life sucks. He has nothing going for him.
I didn't feel bad for him though.
There were some times I felt bad for him. Like, I mean, his mom I felt terrible for, but then I mean, all that pity just goes away when he starts hacking at the people.
His therapist wanted to do him.
Yeah.
And he was molested by his father.
Yeah.
And he looked like Wilhelm Wundt.
Oh yeah, the psychologist.
He had like this huge beard, and he'd have a cigarette dangling from the beard, and he'd be like. Rrr.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because there was that one guy who was like having sex with a prostitute. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh my God, your pussy smells amazing."
He was like a human version of Kamaji from Spirited Away, which you need to see.
I do need to see that.
Yeah.
That doesn't have any centipedes in it, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
no,
good. No retarded people.
No. Yeah, but the frog people. And they're like.
Okay.
But it's a good movie. Okay. Anyway.
Do they have sex with people that are cut up?
No, it's no.
Does a woman give birth?
No.
Okay.
No, there are dragons in it though.
But Skyrim. No, seriously, like.
Skyrim.
No, but like seriously, the lady, like, she's just like screaming in the car, and it just slides out of her like a slip and slide.
Oh yeah, and then she's like, ah! And he just screams with her mouth open and stares at him, and he has a crowbar, but he doesn't beat open the door.
He left the crowbar inside the warehouse
for
whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overall, like, as a movie, like, if you could rate it, what would you say?
Oh,
like,
you can't put that on a rating.
You can't, because like IMDb right now, it has like a 4.5 out of 10. But it's like, this is just a movie you can't rate.
Yeah.
Because it's just so different than anything out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's going to be a new creepy movie scale, and it's going to be like, probably like My Little Pony to Human Centipede 2, and then people are going to rate, and this is the top.
Yeah. There are probably more disturbing movies than Human Centipede 2 out there, but I mean, this is definitely up there.
Yeah. I'm never going to watch it again.
Me neither. Me neither.
I can't.
Like, the first Human Centipede, I could probably handle watching it again, but, like, Human Centipede 2, no. It's, like, one time and you're done.
Yeah. One thing I have to say is that it drags on for a very long time, and it doesn't even get to really Centipede part until, like, the last 30 minutes.
Exactly, because it's an hour and a half, and like I said, the first hour was him harvesting all the people. He collected 12 people, and then the last 30 minutes is just the longest 30 minutes of cinema I've ever sat through.
It felt like an hour.
It felt like 2 hours almost.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Would you recommend people watching it?
I think it's a one-time thing. Like everyone's got to see it once.
Yeah, it's.
Unless if you have a weak stomach, don't watch because I have a little bit of one and I couldn't really take it.
You know, I didn't gag or anything. Like I don't know.
Oh god, when he cut, like he like just like took a knife. They were awake. Cut the kneecaps and would just like pull like the tendons.
Oh my god!
With scissors, and I was like, no, my knees.
One question I wanted to know: do you think this movie would have been like more disgusting in color, or?
I think the black and white gave it like the sense of like, and the fact that the brown was colored made it.
Well, the thing is like, because they made it black and white to make it more gruesome, but it's like I feel like I would have been more grossed out if it was in color.
Maybe I don't. Maybe the poop scenes would have been more graphic than the blood, but I don't know. I think the black and white made it disturbing. Yeah. I didn't even notice like halfway through the movie, it didn't even faze me.
And the thing is, if you saw the first movie was mainly like, because everybody talked about like the poop in the first movie. Mm. They're like, oh my god, it's like 3 people put together, but they're pooping in each other's mouths.
And he staples their. He doesn't. He gives.
Yeah, he staples their lips to each other's butts.
He has like 12 people and like the baby inside of the girl originally, and then they start dying because he's trying to like cut them open. So then he just staples them. And because the shitty staple job, like when they poop and it's diarrhea, it shoots out like at you. And one point it hit the camera, and like all this is black and white and brown, and it's like streaking down the camera.
No, and then this guy, he's sitting there, he's all happy, he's like, yeah.
Oh god! And every time he gets turned on sexually, he'll like lick his. He's like.
Yeah. Yeah, he starts doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and anyway, but they're like pooping. He's just like, I'm gonna do the end of a centipede.
So disturbing. Yeah, if you think you can handle it, watch it. As you said, like for the one-time thing, the only other thing I thought of was what's that one cult movie that's like 4 hours long? It's a bunch of people dying, like Faces of Death. That's it.
Never seen
You've never seen it? Trust me, it's not that good. I've watched like I've watched the first hour of it, and it is honestly the most boring thing I've ever sat through. It really is. It's very fake, and it's. Like, this movie, if you don't know anything about it, came out in, like, the 70s, and it's this cult film because it's, like, 4 hours of a bunch of footage of people dying and getting killed, and at one point they kill a monkey and cut open its head and start eating its brains. But the thing is, now we're in 2011, we're almost in 2012. If you watch the movie, you can tell everything's really fake. Like, the people that thought this was scary were, like, people in their basements in the 70s and 80s who were watching shitty bootleg videotapes of it. But this is, like... This is like the 2011-2012 version of Faces of Death.
It's gross.
It's... Yeah.
Oh, and everyone dies at the end, except for the main guy, which we don't know if he died or not.
And the woman who was pregnant.
Oh yeah, she got away. I don't know if she like called the cops or helped anybody, but she just like, this shit and just wrote.
Yeah. And I guess there was new life in the film because she had her baby.
Yeah, it's a centipede baby.
Yeah.
You don't confirm, but she was never in the centipede.
She was never in the... No, if she was in the centipede, that would have been disturbing.
Oh, that would have.
Yeah. I think the last thing on my mind right now for everyone on YouTube is like, do you think there'll be a third one?
I don't know. Because the ending was really...
The first one was first sequence. The second one was full sequence.
It's like Human Centipede 3. You gotta be watching this shit. I don't know.
Like, there's absolutely no reason to make a third one.
Yeah.
There really isn't, because honestly, the second one, I mean, there was really no storyline to begin with, but like the first one did have a decent storyline, kind of going for it, even though it was like paper thin. Second one had nothing. It bombed at the box office. It's getting bad reviews on IMDb. I really don't think it's worth it for the director to make a third one.
No. I don't know what's up with the ending. I'd love to hear about what people's like,
Definitely. Yeah. Hey, if anybody has seen the movie or after they see it, just like leave a comment or something. Mm-hmm. I mean, we'd love to see what's going on, like what your thoughts were and everything. But yeah, so Human Centipede 2, full sequence.
Chocolate ice cream.
Let's get chocolate ice cream.
Let's get chocolate.
We're gonna go to Wendy's.